We're back. We're back. Okay. We're gonna finish up. Oh, let me make a Discord announcement. Hang on. Oh, I just
Add
realized
everyone.
my Halo music stopped. Let me add everyone.
Actually, I'll
We
be
back.
back in a sec. I
Okay.
gotta do something, but yeah, I'll be back in a little. Gonna mute.
Yep. All right. I published it onto Discord. All right. Let's finish up reading this, and then I'll get to modding. Clearly, I have to buy a new Ethernet cable. All right, let's continue. So, this is a cool one. This is Forerunner sample. So, like I said, these are just samples so that people can, or so that artists were able to take a look at like how to design things. Map creators can design structures and things. But essentially, I know this because there was a cut map from Halo 2 Vista that looked really good and used almost this exact art style, which is super cool. This is a human sample. I really want to play with this map. I think this map looks so good. It's literally New Mombasa, like Halo 2 New Mombasa, but it's like a whole new space, and I just think it looks great, and I really, really want to do it, or to take a look at it, and maybe, I don't know, maybe design my own city around it so that we can do scarabs in Halo 2. That'd be cool. Demon, thank you for the $5, man. Appreciate it. You Slipspace jumped into the modding portion, obviously. We're about to get into the modding. I'm just powering through here. Here's another one, Shaft, cut from Halo 2 on Xbox and designed by Bungie. Let's see, the basics of the map layout and theme were also worked on in Halo 3 and will be the subject of a later dig site release. That is interesting. That is very interesting. So this map never made it into Halo 2 and almost made it into Halo 3, but never made it into that game either. I'm interested to see how Shaft developed. Phoenix, thank you for the 2. Cat got your internet cord? Probably. I gotta go buy a new Ethernet cable. I'm gonna order one after stream, and it shouldn't ship. So Soccer is a revision of a test map from Halo 2 Vista. You may remember this map from early demos showing the mod ability of Halo 2 Vista. Cue Halo Ball. That's very cool. Soccer in Halo 2. You love to see it. Halo 2 Vista modding tools sadly only let you make like custom maps, and you couldn't edit tags, which was depressing to say the least, but yeah. So weapons, critters, and vehicles. So this dig site release includes various assets from the early development era of Halo 1 and 2. From vehicles to weapons to new creatures, there is a ton of stuff, and this is really, really cool. This is a weapon that like has been known about for a long time. The assault rifle and a grenade launcher with the grenade launcher. A lot of Halo Custom Edition maps, not a lot, but some included their own iteration of this weapon. It was very fun. I always liked it. The assault rifle shoot is a quintessential thing in Halo. Character recognizing far and beyond. It seemed quite fitting to incorporate elements of the spiritual predecessor. Fans of Marathon may detect hints of MA75B in the secondary trigger. So check this out. There was a 3D model that they had for this weapon, right? Obviously low poly, because it's not up close to your face. SPV3 is the most famous example of methinks. I would imagine, yeah. And then, basically, they took that, and they turned it into a first-person model. I don't know if they redesigned the textures completely, or just wrapped around it, but it looks great. They basically took the textures, I think, and made a higher poly first-person model, which is this one right here. It looks really, really good. Very cool. Very, very cool. It was an interesting design challenge, translating third-person weapon data to values that made sense for a first-person weapon and fitting them into an established sandbox. It's an SMG and rifles clothing, and our grenade launcher variant is C's first true mid-range rifle. Be careful firing grenades. They ricochet on hard angles. I'm interested to try this out. That'll be cool. So here's the SMG. This is fucking awesome, by the way. I really like this. So the SMG, Halo 1 almost had an SMG, and it looked like this. This is from the Macworld demo, but clearly this model has been redone by the modders. So you can see this is the original SMG model from Macworld for the third-person variant. But obviously, back then, Halo was still a third-person shooter. It was not first-person, so this is the only model of it that exists. But obviously now, Halo 1 is a first-person shooter, so translating this old Macworld model, they made this. Beautiful, first-person, higher poly, more details. And you can see right here, translating that SMG into a first-person model looks great. Love that. That's very fucking cool. What else? New weapons. Oh, this is cool, by the way. Additionally, with the help of the MCC tech team, many features were added in recent updates that help us approximate legacy behavior. For example, The CE engine can now support third-person weapons, allowing us to replicate the original look and feel much closer than previously available. This is so nice, okay? In Halo 3, you know how you pick up like a machine gun turret and it puts you into third-person mode? That is a feature that was added in Halo 3, and then from Halo 3 Beyond, weapons had a flag you could tick that says third-person camera when you pick this up. Halo 2 and Halo 1 did not have this. The MCC team apparently here added this feature to Halo 1. I pray that they added it to Halo 2 as well. Yo, Gabe the Babe, good to see you. Nice badge. Thank you so much for the 10. I hope we get new info on the cut enemies. It would be cool to see them uniquely implemented into the sandbox. I'm talking new enemy ranks and interactions that add a new layer to the combat loop. Well, you'll be surprised. Like, obviously, earlier in the stream, we were talking about how they are going to show off some Guardian stuff in 4 days. Cut Guardian stuff, that would be a new and interesting addition to the combat loop. But there is some stuff on new cut creatures. But first, cut vehicles for Halo 1. This is fucking cool. So these are the vehicles from when before Halo became Halo, when it was an RTS prototype. There's a giant UFO, more modern military style gear, bunch of alien type stuff that was kind of proto-Covenant. That's cool. There's a Ghost back there. That's like an early prototype of the Ghost. It looks like it has some extra stuff going on. I can't wait to take a peek at that. That's really cool. Then there's like the modern military tanks and stuff. There's like a jet fighter, helicopter. There's a lot of cool stuff. I'm really interested to take a look at these. Some of these, if I find them to be like good inspiration, I might make them into fully featured vehicles in some of the newer Halo games. I think that might be fun. I'm not very good at like creating my own designs. I'm not very artistic. I'm more designer. Sorry, not designer. Like technically focused. I don't have that knack naturally. So getting some inspiration from some of these designs and then making something real in some of the newer Halo games is something I'm definitely considering.
You done yet?
Almost, actually. We're nearing the bottom of it. So let's see.
No way.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to wrangle up the Blind Wolf and Thorn Beast for release. They keep running away with their partially implemented animations.
No.
Been there. Been there. We're taking Wait, what?
Halo Wars?
We're taking a look at some cut Halo Wars ambient creatures that would fit right into CE, but those present some trickiness to get working at a level where they don't beat inanimate statues or Crash Sapien. These creatures do not have any special AI or gameplay functionality implemented. That was never developed to a point where we could get it working in retail games. We can only guess at what those were intended to do in environments. Twitter posts over the years by former Bungie devs have filled in a few blanks. That said, we cannot. That said, we're sure that some candy modders will figure out fun and interesting things to do with the menagerie of creatures. Okay. There's some. Oh yeah. So just some stuff didn't quite make it. While the Anasius may have been considered for CE, the only files we've recovered for the beast are in the Halo 2 era, and we treat it as Halo 2 cut creature for the purposes of dig site. That's interesting. So they go into detail on some of these creatures, and here they are. These are some of the cut Macworld Halo creatures that never quite made it. They look very...
Worm.
Worm. Look, there's a quad wing. There's a quad wing on its head, dude. They actually used the quad wing in Halo 3 and Halo 2, actually. It's an ambient creature on some multiplayer maps.
Mm-hmm.
The quad wing is featured on Guardian in Halo 3, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I guess it came from all the way back then. Damn, that's crazy. That is crazy. Look at those things. They nasty. New wheels. Lots of new vehicles. Yes! I love vehicles! Anyway, these are Covenant boarding pods attached to the ship's hull in the level of Pillar of Autumn. You only see the interior piece in the final retail of the game, so the full model was cut despite having Xbox tags and being in a near-ship build of the console game.
Huh.
They cut it out the last second. Interesting. Our working theory is that they would have been seen in a variation of the intro cutscene, which is originally planned to be more involved, or the escape pod sequence. As found, it was a simple scenery object, but General 101 gave it some additional attention, so modders have it almost ready to turn into a full-fledged vehicle. That is, I believe, this thing right here. It literally looks like a Spirit dropship if it was like closed.
It says under that what the vehicles are.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to
The
read through
Leech.
each one. You can just...
Okay, we can see them, yeah. So there's the Spectre as well. This is the Halo CE Spectre, which is really cool. It's something I've always wanted to see. Obviously, it made it into Halo 2 with a different design, but still looked similar. What else? We have the Viper Stealth Tank with its green camo. So that's like an old RTS thing, I guess. Or maybe it was a prototype of the Scorpion. Then there's the Warthogs with the E3 chain gun, troop transport hog, and E3 rocket. All very cool. Then there's the Kestrel. Okay, Kestrel. That is a vehicle that I've wanted
That's
for
the thing
so
in the
long.
middle.
Yeah, a human flying vehicle, hovercraft. Very, very cool. Did my stream crash again? No, okay. People started freaking me out. But yeah, so Kestrel's really cool. The doozy. I don't know what the doozy is. It looks like a watercraft to me. That spirit looks so cursed. That's the Leech. You can tell why they named it Leech. Covenant boarding craft, though. It's cool. You can see the little doors that would open up. Literally, as a leech, it latches onto ships and just fucking grabs shit out of it.
Just eats them.
So this is another cool vehicle, the Shadow. I don't know if it's called the Shadow here. No, it is. So this is, I guess the Shadow, before it made its debut in Halo 2, had its own cut version from Halo 1, which is pretty cool. Wait, the Pelican. Hold on, I have to read this. Pelican. Pelican.
E3 Pelican.
This is the Pelican you see in the E3 2000 demo and is one of the handful of assets from that era that we have on hand. As well as being a real piece of Halo history, this vehicle is notable for also providing us with the Pelican nose turret animations cut from its CE successor. So this is it's a clearly like lower poly, slightly differently textured Pelican, and it has cool chin gun animations for a gun that never made it. Wait, that's so cool, because in Halo 1, there's literally like a chin gun slot on the Pelican at the bottom, and I always noticed it, and I always wondered, like, why is that there? And now we know there used to be a chin gun in earlier versions of stuff, and they have the animations and everything for it. That's really cool. So wait, the Watercraft. Oh, wait, the Shadow, another rename for convenience, aligning with its name established in Halo 2, and it was in distant past it was referred to as Sea Ground Transport Bus and Covenant Truck. It was not fully functional when we found it. The team stood it up as a complete vehicle. The doozy. Did you know Halo 1 has boat physics? We made use of them in updating the doozy, and considering the limitations, we're quite happy with how it turned out. The model of the doozy was very early in DigSite from a prop folder in the Cyborg folder of all places. It was much later in the excavation process we got a hold of extracted textures, then source Photoshop files. Just make sure to spawn it in deep enough water. Very cool. So it's actually using boat physics that Halo 1 has. That's really neat. Let me read more about the Kestrel. We've shown and talked about the Kestrel in the past, but we're very interested in feedback now that it's released. We did have to change its original physics and performance values because they were simply not working well in retail CE. That said, we've included the original tags to look at, so feel free to experiment with the Kestrel just as Bungie left it. So there's two versions of the Kestrel, I guess. There's the original Bungie version that didn't work that well, and there's the touched up version that DigSite did. Wait, boat work? Yes, boat work. I want to drive the doozy. That's so cool. This has probably been my favorite section so far. Like, the maps were awesome, but man, I just love vehicles. Okay. Halo 2 content.
Oh,
Halo 2 content. I'm here for this. So.
What? Wait, I didn't realize they made the Uber chassis drivable.
Yeah. That's
intended
fantastic.
to be drivable by grunts. That's like from Halo 2 Uncut. That's how I know about that.
Okay, so
Man,
the Mongoose. The Mongoose is so cool. Like, the Uber chassis is awesome. I wish, dude, imagine you were playing Metropolis and Halo 2, and a fucking Uber chassis comes driving down with a grunt in the wheel and splatters you. That would be so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. The Mongoose, a mostly working version of the Halo 2 Mongoose, was included in an earlier editing kit update, but we've had the chance to clean it up and make it more presentable. We've also recovered the Master Chief animations, finally, hell yeah, so that our hero can actually drive the thing. As a labor of love, we also fixed bugs that had been left behind when Bungie cut the vehicle. So the final... Dude, the Mongoose was like quite far in development when they cut it from Halo 2. Now it looks pretty damn good.
The design is pretty cool, too.
Yeah, it looks good. The Uber chassis, obviously being the Halo 2 car that's present as a prop, intended to be drivable, at least by grunts. We've done some additional work above and beyond what Bungie planned to make it even more functional and usable. In addition to restoring the gull wing doors, albeit without updated physics due to engine limitations, I'm aware of that specific issue, god damn it. It can now be driven by the Master Chief to sideswipe unsuspecting Covenant. That's so awesome.
Cool. I never would have expected that.
It's a Tesla,
like
man. It's a Tesla Model
car.
X.
That's cool.
What else? The Piglet.
Thing that I had never heard of this thing.
I'd heard of this only because of the old dig site posts from like last year. So the Piglet, this was a toy or prop Bungie never intended to be usable as a vehicle, but it was too adorable to resist. So as a dig site exclusive, inspired by vehicle scaling shenanigans done by modders in other Halo games, the Piglet has custom animations associated with it, so both Master Chief and Arbiter can drive it, with extensive playtesting to make sure Wardog Jr. can handle all sorts of terrains. Feel free to use these expanded animation graph options for your own karting creations. That's awesome. That's really awesome.
Own karting created the Halo kart.
Dude, we need Halo 2 Halo kart with the Piglet. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Still need a weapon. We didn't forget weapons. The team is still in the process of cleaning up some Halo 2 weapons, but the battle rifle, sniper, and SMG have been given restored animations to showcase melee combos and reloads left out of the retail game. There's a video.
Smash your way to victory. Oh, dude, I didn't even know there's a video here.
These are some nice animations. Damn. So I guess the button combos at some point like were cut, but like officially supported even through animations. That's pretty cool.
I guess so.
These are some interesting animations.
I didn't even know that they had a YouTube channel. I guess a lot of people don't.
I
They don't have that many subs.
These animations look nice though. What do they have on here? Oh, they do VKMT. Oh, yeah, I guess they just mainly post like stuff for the cutting room floor posts and everything on there. That's cool. Hold on, I gotta let my cat out. You wanna go out for Come on. Be free. Okay, let's keep it rolling. We're almost done. We're almost through. So, bad guys. Witness the return of combatants from long past. So these are the ancient AI. So this is the Sharkoi. I think I said that right. Hulking bruisers from an ancient battlefield. These monstrosities deliver a faceful of feeling to anyone within their path. Be sure to move as fast as you shoot to avoid being trampled. I want to mess around with these guys. They look cool.
Yeah.
Slugman. Biomechanical weapon specialist.
Slugman isn't talked about like so much. I don't really know why, but
Dude, is it bad to say this is the first I've heard of them?
really? I've seen so many people talk about it. Like, I don't know why. It's like a really big deal.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like these were almost part of Halo forever. Like anything that made it into Halo CE would have been permanent fixtures in the game. So these are like technically a race that could have been part of the Halo universe.
Yeah, true.
It's cool though. So they are biomechanical weapon specialists. Pick up their targets from a distance. Or pick at their targets. These slugs can deliver nasty nudge for unsuspecting cyborgs with long-range sniper rods. They're a form of Legolo assembly for now, as the concept art seems to draw very strong from a family lineage between both designs. So they're basically like sniper hunters. That's really cool. I think they designed these by hand. I don't think there were any assets for these. Very cool. I like them. Sniper hunters made of Legolo worms. Neo, given their appearance and an almost biomechanical alternative to the Hunter, it seems fitting to intertwine some resemblance on the Sonic side too. Catch one in a bad mood and you'll get a twisted mesh of processed Hunter dialogue and the cautioning tales of a rattlesnake. That's cool. So they like gave it some huntery sounds. These are, I want to play with these. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. Who is that? That's Green Knight.
Voices. Who is that?
So Covenant Masters, elites from a bygone era. They're called Covenant Masters. These are the early prototype elites, basically. They look interesting. They have three. They have 3 toes. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Nasty.
No, weird looking.
They got strong legs and like no other armor. They look like dinosaurs. These warriors led mostly powerful and unruly Covenant creatures by means of control collars that could be shot off to cause. Wait, that's so cool. So they were like Covenant slaves, and if you shot the collars, it would cause havoc. The animations in AR are mapped to retail elites, which lets them use the full arsenal of new and old weapons. That's nice.
I think I can see why that was cut.
Yeah.
It's a little like, yeah.
That'd be kind of fun though. So the old guns, new kick. Designing an essentially complete legacy assets is a tricky ride. On one hand, lost material can now claim the spotlight, polished and updated to quality appropriate with Halo CE's retail release. And they had to do a lot of audio stuff as well. And luckily, they have the new audio member on the team. The final game's arsenal can be traced back to a lineage within the pre-release, pre-Xbox builds, placeholder sounds. So let's see. Since audio dev has historically been a much smaller community skill set in Halo modding, I wanted to share insight into my process of authoring new audio. If I had more time, I'd probably go through all of this, but there is a video presentation. This is some interesting audio from some of these weapons. Whoops.
This is a pretty cool sound.
Yeah. Oops. All right. My approach to the project like this is to work backwards. Wait, so minigame and this is basically they had to port a bunch of sounds through various different like frequencies and things to make them sound right.
The second video is a lot cooler.
Yeah, it basically lets you hear like how they sounded when they originally just ripped them versus fixing them up and making them sound right. That's pretty rad. See, minigame engines partially dependent on 22 kHz sound effects, and it can sound drastically different if steps aren't taken to mitigate the downsampling involved. Yeah, that's fair. It's not easy to do that stuff. And yeah, they did some cool ass work. So they actually made some high quality audio assets. Audio is so hard to do. You really need to have a whole specialization to do audio. Otherwise, you can only do basic stuff like I do, like mixing and using like fucking Audacity. I don't even dare touch Audition. But anyway, that's the end of it. But there's a little bit more I want to read. They'll be back very soon. So on the 14th, like basically 3 days from now, because the day's almost over, we'll be sharing a preview of the next MCC content update, which that one is out. And the second dig site blog will drop out of Slipspace on July 14th to explore some additional things the crew has been up to. From the E3 2003 demo of Halo 2 to the Guardians cut from Halo 3. More weapons.
You sort of skipped over it, but the image above is... Did they actually have to rip some of the audio from floppy disks?
That's a good question. Let's see. Perilous Journey, the E5000's flagship sibling, is used in A Walk in the Woods and Brother in Arms. Oh, like the old tech. It might just be an image from like Google. I don't know. It's a good question.
I don't know.
They do have an audio specialist.
That'd be crazy if they had to go back to get it off of floppy disks.
Fantastic. Okay, that is awesome. That's everything. Those are the two blogs. I'll cover the next blog post when it comes out on the 14th. And obviously there'll be a big update day coming in 2 days when the update drops. I'll have to go back to Halo 3 for a little bit, finish up some mods, polish them up, add some new stuff, explore. Inevitably, you already know there's going to be updates to the mod tools, to the game, things I didn't even cover here, which I'll be really excited to see and explore. But very, very interesting. I'm looking forward to it a lot. But now, I guess it's time to transition back to doing some Halo Reach modding.
Finally.
They made new audio from old equipment? Oh, I probably should have read that. I'm dumb for that. My bad. But yeah, those of you who wanted to watch me actually mod today on this modding stream, let's do it. Okay. I'm going to pop out of Discord and just go get to modding, but...
Yeah, I was going to go see if I could get the... People were saying there's like Slipspace Sounds from Halo 2.
Oh. Dude, all the sound effects. I want all the sound effects ever. I want every sound effect.
I can try to find them.
If you can, that would be really cool.
Yeah, let me look. There might even be like Halo 2 Anniversary, like versions of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Take a look.
So we said their favorite part was the sound update. That is my favorite part too. Having
That's
working
honestly
sounds.
the biggest thing they added. Like, kind of huge.
It's so huge. Working sound support, like holy fuck.
So Halo 2 has Slipspace Sounds? I thought Halo 3 had that one cutscene, but I don't know. There's sounds. The portal's open.
It's time for Slipspace.
Finally. See if I can find this.
Oh god, I'm being targeted. Oh god. Did I fix the animation? I slightly fixed the animation. Sorry if I answered this already. Is it possible to make the asteroids rotate? Yeah, actually, it totally is. I just have to make them machine tags, which I can totally do since they already look really good in this lighting. Halo Reach's lighting on objects is so good. I could totally do that. I think it's actually a great idea. I forgot to talk about it, but yeah. No, I'm definitely going to do that. That's a good idea. Also, I love... Look at the movement when I jump in Slipspace.
Did you fix it? I remember last time.
Yeah, it's pretty much fixed.
But it still like kind of stops. Or it. I don't know. It doesn't move that far. I thought that was the issue.
Yeah, so I think there's a limit to how trick animations can go, which seems to be tied to it. I was doing some experimenting and changing values and stuff and timings. And it just seems to be some kind of limitation. But basically, the solution that I've come up with is like you activate it, it sucks you into it, and then as you get sucked into the middle of it, it transports you out the other side and you're still moving, and you'll be transported out kind of in front of the Slipspace portal a little bit, but people won't really see it, and you'll just like keep moving from that. I wanted to try doing a transition animation, so it would transition into a second animation to keep you moving, but I haven't quite worked out how to make those work yet in Reach.
Let me think.
But yeah, basically, even if it was just
too.
with this animation, it would have more than enough movement needed to make the teleport and everything else work.
Gotcha. Okay, there is a remastered or H2A sound in here. It's just named High Charity Slipspace.
Ooh, I want that.
You listen to it.
Let's see. Basically, the Slipspace jump does give enough jump now for the exiting of the portal. And I need to go through and make the map like significantly changed.
Mm-hmm.
That way I can add like the different Slipspace area to it.
This is actually not as impressive as I thought it would be.
Damn. I mean, anything works. Also, maybe Halo 3 might have some
anyway.
sounds for it. But yeah, the distance the thing travels is more than enough to escape in Slipspace, go through the whole teleport and everything. It looks pretty cool. And it does a nice, like, I don't know if other people like this, but I like it. It does like a big stop. Where like at the end of it, it just kind of like grinds to a quick halt. Which always, I think, looks cool. It's like the Slipspace momentum just stops. Right here, I'm gonna jump through. And then it goes boom, and then just stops. It's always kind of been a sci-fi trope, and I like how that looks a lot.
Yeah, so there's no sound in space. Like, this is not realistic.
True. Real. Oh, it's gonna look so good when this finally, like, fully works. I want to touch up the effects, too, so badly.
I'm gonna send you that sound in a second.
Okay, I gotta check my DMs and do a bunch of stuff, too, or else I'm gonna get super distracted and forget about it. But yeah, this thing works pretty darn good. Wow. I need to increase the timing and do a bunch of other stuff. Slipspace portal needs to stay open longer. My ship is having some fun. I did too many tricks. I did too many tricks. Oh god. Okay, let me get to some DMs real quick before we get into like some deep modding. So give me 1 second. Skaboodly really wanted to show me so. Oh. Skaboodly's done something that I was hoping he'd do for a really long time. Wait, so you sent that to me on the 3rd? Okay. Hang on. Look at this. Look at this. This is the interior to a frigate's hangar in Halo Reach. That looks fucking awesome. Look how many vehicles it can hold. That's wild. And there's more. Hold on. So that's what one section of it looks like. This is the entire thing. Modeled out the interior of a UNSC frigate. And it's mapped to the Halo Reach model as well. You have the giant bay. You can see there's like sabers. You can see there's pelicans. The hangars are mapped to the actual exterior hangars. Damn. I posted a video with a fly-through. Oh, I didn't know if you wanted me to look at that because you sent it to me a couple days ago. Also, I just want to show really quickly, he made a room with engines. It looks so sick. Holy hell. All right, okay, let me watch the video. Ooh. Look at that. Did you see where I stuck the drop pods? No, wait, I missed it. Do you go through it in the fly-through? Oh, this is so good. The hangar bay with all these vehicles stored. The area where pelicans are stored and transported. They come all the way out to the hangars. This is so good. Holy shit. I never thought I'd see like a proper imagining because it just takes so much work. It's so much effort to put this much detail and care into something like this, but you actually did it. This is insane. Dude, you can walk around an entire frigate. 3 hours, you think you can make it? Yeah, totally. Yeah, no, totally. Dude, it looks so sick. Oh, you even have the exterior in as well. Holy shit. Perfectly mapped. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, and the drop pod bay's actually in the back. Yo! Straight from ODST. No shot. No fucking shot. Dude, imagine like a Star Wars Battlefront 2 style game mode here where like there's an area on the ground, there's an area up high. Like this would be so fucking good for that. This would be like the coolest fucking map ever. Oh my god.
Sort of the plan actually.
Oh my god.
That's what he wants to do.
Good. That's fucking amazing. Holy shit. That is such a good idea, dude. Damn, I cannot stress enough like just how fucking cool that is to me.
I don't know about these Slipspace sounds. The classic sound is like a little too like bit crushed and kind of loud, and then the Halo 2 anniversary one is just like it's like a 2-second sound. Like I don't know what you would use it for.
Let's see. It sounds like an explosion.
Yeah, I know. It's like that's all that's in there. It's weird. Unless it's just
if I like slowed it down and like pitched it around a little bit and messed with it, maybe it could be like a good exiting sound, like a Slipspace exit sound.
Maybe. Do any of the other games have like a Slipspace portal sound?
Not to my knowledge. Halo Reach might from that one cutscene, but I don't recall hearing any sounds for the Slipspace.
Yeah.
Hmm. Did you see the vid I sent you? No, I gotta go through all my DMs. Hold on. Hey, Army of Drake sent me... I think he's working on a nuke right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. We can watch. Let's see. What's Army of Drake's up to? Oh,
Fire
no.
for effect. Splash.
Splash.
Standing by for a jumped fire mission.
Ooh. Longsword. Let's go. This should come a little close, don't you think? Oh, this reminds me of the one on Arcbound. God, I missed that. The Arcbound nuke where the longsword drops was so fun. Ooh. Dude, Reach screen effects are so nice. The static and stuff. Oh, man. That's partly my work, by the way. It's sick. That's fucking sick. You already know I love nukes. They make me very happy.
There's this sound for Halo 2 Anniversary just named like Distant Ship Explode. I'm trying to think of where it's used, but like this would be
Oh,
pretty
Cairo
good.
Station. Cairo Station, 100%. When the other station blows up.
It'd be pretty good for your mod, actually.
I'll take a listen.
I gotta actually. Dude, it's so scuffed. I have to play them in the editing kit and like use like Windows Game Bar to like record it.
Did I crash again?
No, I think you're good.
Didn't. People are just lagging and assuming things. It's not a tiny saber, guys. It's a full-size saber, okay? This is a fully featured saber. My Spartan's just really big. He drank a lot of milk growing up. Very big boned.
I think you're gonna want to use this sound. Like it's real good.
Ooh, wait, I want to hear. Can you send it?
Hold on, I gotta convert it.
Oh,
to an
right.
MP3. Give me a sec.
The scale of this map is so big. I feel like I'll never catch up to this cruiser. I wonder if I should speed up the Saber. It's literally like slower than the big ships by so much.
I don't know. Because from what I remember, if you make a vehicle like too fast, it causes like issues in a multiplayer lobby.
Yeah, but they're really tiny, so they're not actually fast.
Yeah. Well, in that case, maybe.
Holy fuck, this is terrifying. I gotta dodge like a ton of missiles from this cruiser. Oh god. Ow, plasma torpedoes! It can't aim at me, but I can aim at it. Oh, it killed me. How did I not see the torpedo coming, dude? What the fuck? Did I miss it? I did. I missed one from Demon. Sorry about that. Thank you, Demon, for the 2. Was there sound in the ODST Slipspace cutscene? That's a good question.
I'll look it up. But yeah, I sent you the sound. Like the sound would be real good for like a frigate exploding or something.
Ooh, let me hear. Ooh. Ooh, that was nice and crunchy. That's good. That's a good sound right there. There technically is an explosion sound already in here.